Mate, I'll be honest with you. There's one country that I really want to go to. But I think the days of me exploring far and wide, thought to myself, okay, I've pushed it too far this time.
It is me, Joe Fish, joined with YouTube royalty, Bald and Bankrupt.
Ah, too kind, too kind.
What are your thoughts on Weston?
Weston, I'll be honest with you, it's one of those towns that I've heard of. I've heard the name. I kind of didn't even know where it was until today, not properly. Had no idea what to expect. But to discover another little Victorian seaside town,
Yeah.
I mean, there's no denying it is run down. But that's British coastal towns. Hello, my love. Yes.
Thank you.
No worries. So, Bold, we're going to move on now to your travels around the world.
Let's open up that Pandora's
Yeah.
box.
Is there any other areas of the world that you wish to explore further?
Mate, I'll be honest with you. It's not really. There's one country that I really want to go to. It's North Korea.
Wow.
It's still closed to tourism.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I've been very, very fortunate, and I can say that I've pretty much ticked off everywhere I truly want to go.
Yeah.
I'm more interested now in learning more about my home country than I am about seeing those other places. So I think the days of me exploring far and wide are coming to a slow but gradual halt. There's so much in Britain.
There is.
You know, there's so much in Britain. We look over it. We overlook it, rather. But our own nation has so much. I mean, there's so many variations in terms of all kinds of things between, Northern Ireland, here down in the southwest, where I'm from in the southeast, Scotland, the northeast.
It's incredible,
different
isn't it,
accents,
Bold?
different food,
Yeah, the accents.
different attitudes of people. The accents are the most fascinating
How do
thing.
you have such different accents? 50 miles apart, but you can sound completely different.
It's incredible. And you go to Russia, someone from Moscow sounds the same as someone from Vladivostok, to all
Really?
intents and purposes. Yeah, maybe like down the Caucasus areas, there's different accents, but basically it's the same. Britain is a nation, I don't know if there's another place in the world that has such strong accents that are so easy to differentiate. Like you can tell a Birmingham accent from a Liverpudlian accent, from a Mancunian accent.
Easily.
What's the difference between Liverpool and Manchester? It's probably like
20 miles, isn't it?
exactly.
Like, literally.
And the accent is so vastly different.
Yeah.
It's incredible that is developed here in Britain.
It is, isn't it?
And I'd like to hear some of those accents on this trip.
Are there any times on your travels where you felt threatened or anything along those lines?
I can't say, I'll be honest with you. In my videos, I've never felt threatened.
Right.
The only time I felt genuinely afraid, I suppose, is something I didn't film, is when I was in a Russian prison. That was the only time in the entire travels I thought to myself, okay, I've pushed it too far this time.
Bold is no more.
I don't know how I'm going to get myself out of this one. Unfortunately, I couldn't film that experience. That would have been amazing, filming live from a Russian prison. But no, in my actual videos, I mean, maybe to other people they seem dodgy. You're walking through some hood in South America or something like that, and it looks dodgy. But the reality is that I've never felt any danger myself.
Really?
No, I can't think of a time I've been scared or anything like that. People are friendly wherever you go.
Yeah.
And if you approach people openly, with a friendly smile, people are friendly to you, even in dodgy areas.
Yeah.
So no, I've never felt threatened.
We all seen your amazing journey in Pakistan with Backpacker Ben and Simon Wilson. Was there any funny moments from that trip that you can tell us? Apart from Simon looking like an MI6 agent with his rock and go camera. Yeah.
Countries are fun. The thing with Pakistan and Asia is that people are super friendly.
Yeah.
So, and there's comedy in that because people are so friendly, you kind of get yourself into situations.
Yes.
But
when they all crowd around you,
they
and there's
crowd
about
around you.
200 people around
they're
you.
so intrigued by you, and it's amazing. And you don't do anything, and you just sit down like on a bench, and there's like literally 50 people who come up and just stare at you, and it is very strange. But yeah, amazing people, and just comedy all the way with Simon. Simon Ben, how can you not have a laugh?
Yeah. Was there any dodgy moments during your filming in Pakistan? Maybe the bombings. How did you feel when that was taking place?
So the day before we arrived, Iran bombed Pakistan.
That's right, mate. Yep.
There was a terrorist attack in Quetta or something, like 30 people died or something. I mean, I honestly didn't know. I was so naive when I went there. I didn't research. And so we got to like Baluchistan and found out there was like all these terrorist attacks and stuff like that. I had no idea. And so there was dodgy stuff going on. We didn't see anything, but everyone else was on edge. And we were like, why? And it started to dawn on us when we like tried leaving our hotel. And there's like barriers, there's police, there's military. Like, where are we? I thought Pakistan was open for tourism. But it turned out all right. But yeah, I suppose to some people that would have seemed a bit dodgy.
I would say so, mate. A few tough questions to finish off with, mate.
Tough ones.
Yeah, tough ones. So, out of all of your travels, which country surprised you the most?
Venezuela surprised me the most.
Wow, okay,
Yeah,
Venezuela.
because I went there expecting it to be an extremely dangerous place and a place that I was kind of fearful of going to.
Yeah.
And when I went there, it wasn't like that at all.
Really?
People were extremely friendly. It felt very safe to me. And also closer to home, Slovakia. Slovakia is a country I had no expectations from. But beautiful. I took a train ride across Slovakia. Just beautiful green mountains, friendly people, nice little cities, nice little towns. Slovakia is a place I'll definitely be returning to.
Been to Slovenia, but never Slovakia.
I've not been to Slovenia, but I've been to
Oh,
Slovakia.
wow.
There we go.
Slovenia was brilliant.
Yeah.
Banska Gora I went to, and it was a fantastic
There you
place.
go. Here we
Out
go.
of all of your travel series that
All
you've
of my
done so
travel
far,
series.
which has been your favourite to film?
Wow, okay. So favourite to film. Okay, the one that I'm most proud of
Yeah.
is the last one that I did in South America
Oh,
filming
totally, mate.
across the Darien. Because I thought that was revealing things that hadn't been seen before. And it was
Absolutely,
interesting.
mate.
It was challenging. It had everything, but it wasn't pleasurable to film.
No, I can't imagine it was.
Yeah,
Any moment,
it was a
mate.
hard journey. Pleasurable to film and most interesting to film. I went down to Georgia
Wow, yes.
many years ago with a lean chick.
Yeah.
And we had a great time down Georgia. Georgians are super friendly. It was good weather. It was good food. It was good wine. And that's probably my favourite series to film.
You've done India, Afghanistan, all over the world, and now a UK tour. What can we expect?
What can we expect? I just want to show people Britain as it really is for the majority of the Brits, because there's London, which is what most people kind of imagine when they think of England, I suppose, or
Yeah.
Britain. I'm from a smaller town, you're from a smaller town, and so I want to explore some of those towns and reveal to the outside world, to the viewers that are around the world, what Britain's really like outside the big city. And it's also enlightening myself, because I don't really know either. I mean, I haven't travelled. I've travelled to more places in South America or in Asia or in Europe than I have in my own country.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm interested also in seeing how life is here for the Brits.
Yeah.
No way I was ever going to go to Weston-Super-Mare unless I was here filming.
Yeah.
It's a long way down from Brighton where I live. And so, it's only through filming I've come to see this place. And the same like the Darien Gap. I never would have done the Darien Gap,
my
I
golly,
suppose,
no.
in places like that if I wasn't filming. So filming does, it takes you to places that you wouldn't expect to end up.
So, from the UK tour, can you expect to break any stereotypes that people may have about Britain or British people?
I don't know if the old stereotypes of Britain and British people still hold true.
Yeah.
I think now with the age of the internet, and also there's a new niche forming on YouTube, it seems,
There
which
is.
is British content. Before, no one was interested in British content.
I found
but
that,
now
yeah.
it's like you look on YouTube, there's so many different people like doing videos from different towns around Britain. So I don't know. The old stereotypes, obviously, that we were like living still in Victorian times.
Yeah, everyone talks in a posh accent.
Exactly. But I think that stereotype has gone. And so I don't know if I'm going to be really revealing too much. I don't know. We're just going to show the real Britain. And by the real Britain, I mean, as I said before, the Britain outside of London, outside
Yes.
of fancy parts.
Get out to the small towns and cities.
Yeah,
isn't it, Bob?
exactly, which is fascinating. I think, you know what I'm going to show? I'll tell you what I'm going to reveal a stereotype of. Maybe Britons or English people have a reputation of being a little bit cold in terms of their emotions and stuff and not too outgoing. But I think we're going to show that the Brits are a good bunch of lads and lasses, open, friendly, and I think that might surprise people, just how open British people are.
Yeah, definitely. I totally agree. I think we're overall quite a friendly bunch.
I would say so, until we have alcohol.
So, throughout your travels in the UK, is there a specific spot that you would say is your favourite place in the UK?
Did a tour a couple of years ago with Ben, back with Ben.
Oh, yeah.
And we went from
I watched
Land's End to John O'Groats. It's a trip I've always wanted to do. And the place that I really enjoyed and wanted to explore more of was Glasgow. A short time there, we were literally there an hour and a half. Everyone was so friendly.
Really?
Yeah, I just really, and ever since that moment, I've always wanted to go back to Glasgow. So I hope that on this trip north with Ben across Britain, that we get to go to Glasgow again and meet some Glaswegians. And yeah, I mean, I don't think you get much friendlier. I don't know, I've not been to Ireland or Northern Ireland, but harder
likewise.
to find a friendly bunch of people in the jocks.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Bald, thank you so much, mate.
Not
for
at
your
all,
time.
mate. And thank you for showing us around.
Oh, no, my pleasure, buddy. My pleasure,
In
mate.
Weston-Super-Mare, because you gave me a lot of knowledge that I wouldn't have known about the place. It would have been very much more superficial if I was by myself
bless you,
here.
man.
But
I appreciate that.
you've
Thank you very
given us
much.
some insight into what life is like down here on the West Coast.
Oh, no problem at all.
Look at that. Right. See you later, mate.
Yeah.
I'm off. I've got it. See you later, guys.